Blog Talk Radio.
No more. You wanna find me? I'm right here.
Hey, yo, remember, man, talk this shit up when you hit them bricks. Best way to get more involved is to tell people about the benefits of this here thing. No beefing, no drama, just business. Anybody got problems with anybody else here, we bring it to the group. We ain't gotta take it to the streets. All right, let's do it.
This is Unconcealed.
Welcome to the Unconcealed talk show with Mr. Naz and Mike Bale.
The life we live is our living testimony.
This is Unconcealed.
This is the Unconcealed talk show.
This is Mr. Naz.
We ain't gonna have nothing but the realness. You know how I get.
This is Unconcealed.
Mike Real, but you can call me Mr. Shadow.
Welcome to the Unconcealed talk show with Mr. Naz and Mike Bale.
Woo! We are back in the building. Ain't no escaping this right here. We in back right now. It's the Unconcealed talk show with yours truly, Mr. Naz, and of course my man Mike Greer. What's going on, homie?
Yo, what's going on out there? It's Mike Real in the building, but you know what I say. You can call me Mister. It's good to be back. You know, last week we had a little issue in our part of the country. We had a whole lot of power outages and things like that. So, you know, but everything is back to the good. So, you know, we back, y'all. We back.
Word. So, what do you think? What do you think about us? You know, the hyped up version of our intro. What do you think?
Yo, man, I'm feeling that, man. You know, if y'all didn't notice, you know, my man changed up the intros a little bit, changed it around, and, you know, added a few more things to it. I think it's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As always, you do a great job. So, you know,
oh,
I ain't
thank
got
you,
no
brother.
complaints.
Thank you, brother. You know, we just had to, you know, we you know, when I was going through different songs, just what reflected us. Oh, man, that beat nuts beat, when you hear it, it just gets you, get your amp.
Yeah.
Ain't no escaping us, you know. And, you know, and I dropped that because our show, say what you want. I know there's a lot of podcast shows out there. I know it's a lot of video podcast shows. We're going to make this a damn experience here on Unconcealed. When you tune in, you're getting the real, you're getting the music segment. Oh, yeah, we're going to hit the quick mixes, you know, segments on here. This added part of the dimension. So when you tune in, you're going to be a part of the experience, whether you're listening, whether you just want to call in and chop it up with us. But we're going to come from a real perspective, talk about things that affect the everyday person, whether you're black, white, male, female. You know, we just come from a real perspective. We hope that you can get enlightened by some of it. And if not, be entertained. So this is what we're doing here. So what else is going on with you, my big brother?
You know what, man? It's, you know, another day in the barrel. You know how I say. You know what I'm saying? Another day above the dirt. You know, I ain't got nothing really new to report. You know, typical family stuff. You know, I did come off a really, really nice weekend, though. A really fun-filled weekend. You know, thank God for that. You know, blessed to have family and friends in our life. So, you know, I do want to, you know, shout out to all my family and friends that I've seen this past weekend. You know, I mean, from Friday to Sunday. You know, I ended Sunday at my son's house. You know, he threw a little something together on the grill. I mean, to me, it's like nothing better than when you can go to your child's house and he cooks dinner for you. Yo, that's like, to me, that's the ultimate. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to bring nothing. So that's that's
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. You can go there, you can eat. I mean, did you bring the Tupperware plate? Did you, or did he have it for you, or did
you
what
know
did he
what?
have for you?
I did bring some beer.
Okay, you had to bring something.
Well, I did. I brought my black ass. That's what I brought. But I did bring some beer. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what's up. You gotta come to something. I mean, I just hate when jokers come. Oh, what do you need me to bring? Bring something, Joker. I mean, something. Damn. Something, please, by all means.
Well, you know, for me, it's a little different, man. I raised my kids. I gave them, you know, my son's 26 years old. I've been giving for 26 years. So, you know, I don't feel bad going to his crib with nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of, because he kind of my house like he going shopping. You know, Dad, you don't need this, right?
Yeah, my daughter does the same thing. Yeah, my daughter does the same damn thing.
Y'all don't need this orange juice, right? I'm going to just go ahead and get this. Like, yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's all love, though. But, you know, how was your week, man? How was your week, bro?
Oh, man. For those, you know, I had the opportunity to be in the woods. You know, while the blackout was going on, I was in the woods.
Yeah.
I was in the woods where you know, I do some mentoring. I do some, you know, taking my mentoring boys out there to the woods. Excuse me, teaching some skills, putting in work. But you know, it was cool. I mean, but beside all that downpour and rain, I mean, but you know, that was my week, man. You know, came back, did some family things, had to put in work, DJ. Let me see what else. A wedding. So salute to Arnold and Faith on their congratulations on their wedding. You know, had to put in work. You know, we had a great time in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. So I mean, you know, it was good. It was a good, productive week, brother. It was good.
Okay,
man.
all right. That's all love.
Yeah.
That's all,
so I mean, are we shot now? I mean, I know we talk behind the scenes, man. We linked up with a couple things. We gotta show love.
Oh well, you know. About it for the past couple of shows. I mean, last week we weren't around, but we do finally have our official launch date with our affiliate down there in Louisiana, Rebirth Radio, and we're officially going to launch down there on August the 10th. Now, that's not a live show. I just want to put that out there. That's going to be a rebroadcast, and then she's going to do our thing down there on August 10th, and Saturday is going to be our regular day. And she's going to do it 3 o'clock Central Standard Time because, you know, they're an hour behind us. So that's 4 o'clock our time. But as always, I mean, you can listen to it via Rebirth Radio. Or, of course, you can always go to shadowworlds.com and listen to all the archive shows on the radio page. And, you know, also, I think they can go to Blog Talk, too. But if you really want to go to Shadow World.
You can go to Blog Talk, you know. Yeah, all the stuff, you can go to Blog Talk, www.blogtalk.com. You can get our archive shows. You can get, you know, just a lot of our past shows. I mean, you know, we've been doing this for a minute, you know, and, you know, we hope you can enjoy it. You know, again, you know, you can go to our Facebook. We're on Facebook, you know, the Unconcealed Talk Show. You can check us out on Instagram. You know, and also feel free to call in. You know, the number to call in is, what are we at, 516-595-8127. So before we go into our music break, brother, can we just dabble our toes into what the topic is?
It's an interesting topic because, you know, it's something like always, we try to bring something to you guys that everybody can relate to. And how many of you guys out there have people, not just, I mean, we're talking family, we're talking friends, we're talking co-workers, we talk about just regular people in a store that take your kindness for weakness. That's a big problem out here in America and all over the country, all over the world.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that tonight.
Make no mistake about it. I think, you know, not I think, but I know that we all can relate to when you're giving out, you're doing the best you can to help a situation or help a family member or a friend or just a colleague in general. And they just crap on you. They get it, no thank you. Let's, I'm going to touch this before we go into music. I can't stand. We talked about it earlier. I held this door open for this little old lady going inside the Stop and Shop. I opened the door for her. She walked in. She had the audacity to give me a damn nudge, and she walked in and even say thank you. No, yeah, nigga, you opened this door for me. I'm like, whoa. I wanted to snatch her by the back of her head and just threw her ass back under. But, you know, I'm sorry. No disrespect. No disrespect to my older people out here. But I just can't stand when we trying to be kind in the world, and we just have people who just not appreciative of the kindness that we represent. I just don't understand that. I don't get it.
Like they assume that we're supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're butlers or something, or this is our job.
Oh,
you know,
you said
but
butlers.
Again, we'll get deeper into that. You know what I'm saying?
So, all right, check it. We're gonna get into some music. You know, we're gonna do what we do here because we represent New York, New Jersey, and the Tri-State area, and of course Pennsylvania. You know, and we're gonna show you how we do it over here. You know, we hoping everybody's bouncing with us and then listening to this. You know, so we're gonna do the quick mix, and then after the quick mix, we're gonna come back through. And we're going to tackle this topic. So once again, welcome to Unconcealed Talk Show. Yours truly, Mr. Naz and Mike Real. We want you to enjoy the vibe. This is an experience. This is what we're doing here. So we want you to enjoy. Just check out the quick mix as we get into it before we get back to the topic.
Shadow, radio.
See you with him. He ain't right, but you don't care. While he laughs and turn right around and forgive. I can't say to see your face with those tears run down your cheeks. But what can I do? I gotta stay true. Cause deep down I'm still a G. And I don't wanna come between you and your man. Even though I know I treat you better than he can. Girl, I can't help but wait till you get that with him. It don't change, help but wait till you see that with me it ain't the same. Can't help but wait till you see you for what you really are. Baby girl, you are a star, and I can't help but wait. It ain't fresh to just let him call the shots. You're a queen, you should be getting all that someone's got. You should be rocking the latest in purses, bracelets, and watches. You're worth much more than an occasion. I love you, I'm thinking of you, and I don't wanna come between you and your man, no. Even though I know I treat you better than he can. Girl, I can't help but wait till you get that with him. It don't change, help but wait till you see that with me it ain't the same. Can't help but wait till you see you for what you really are. Baby girl, you are a star, and I can't help but wait. Get it together, you can do better. See and believe it. And I give you what you need, so I'm gonna play my position. Let you catch what you've been missing. I'm calling out, girl, 'cause I can't
A gay star has got to be the sure shot. Nice as move has got to be the sure shot. A Greg Nice, a Greg NLCE, Dominum Basso, we rock for a fee, not for free. Maybe I'll do it for charity. Now my employer or my employee is making Greg NLCE very MAD. Don't ever ever think of jerking me. I work too hard for my royalty. Put lead in your ass and drink a cup of tea. Easter Red Alert and Kid Capri. Ooh la la, we. I say Muhammad Ali, you say glass is clay. I say butter, you say parquet. It's alright if you wanna make a sway. On my way uptown, took the deuce to the trade. I originate, they duplicate. I praise the Lord and keep the faith. It's alright, keep biting at the bait. 92, 1 year later, Peace Out premiere, take me out with the fader. Meanie, miny, mo. I wreck the mic like a pimp shows. Here's how it goes, I am a genius, I mean this. I shake this, you'll take this, I'm kinda fiendish. You wish that you could come into my neighborhood. Meaning my mental state, still I'm 5'8". Crazy as I wanna be, cause I make it orderly. You could say I'm sort of the boss, so get lost. The brother who will make you change opinions. Dominions, I'm in them when it's time to kick shit from the heart. Cause I get a piece of the action. Feeling satisfaction from the street crowd reaction. Shells full guns when they feel afraid. Too late, when they dip in the kick, they get sprayed. Lemonade was a popular drink and it still is. I get more props and stunts than Bruce Willis. A poet like Langston Hughes and can't lose when I cruise. Out on the expressway, leaving the bodega, I say suave. Premier's got more beats than Bond's got hate. Clips are inserted into my gun, so I can take the money, never have to run.
You're listening to New Jersey and New York's exclusive podcast, The Unconcealed Talk Show.
Woo! Gangbusters. That's what we do in Jersey, New York. Gangbusters.
That's right. Yo,
tell me to
I am not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, my brother. I am not mad at you.
Yeah. I thought you feel that one. I thought you had you sea walking for a minute.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna be bringing to y'all. Y'all understand, man? You understand, before we get in the topic, I'm just going to say this, and Mike knows what it is. Sometimes don't be careful you poke the bear, because we come to be the best. Real talk. We're going to be the best. We're going to come out with the best, because, at the end of the day, I posted something on my social media feed. When God makes us a full man, whether you're a woman, but I can speak from a man's perspective, when God makes you a full man, why you want to give half effort? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
He made you a full man. He's blessed you. He's done what he can to bless you. So don't give half-ass effort. My godfather and my father used to say, don't be a half-ass nigga. So with that being said, we're going to bring the best to you guys. So we hope you enjoy the experience, because y'all don't understand. This is just the pilot shows, but that's the Labor Day, it's full tilt. This is what we're doing. But anyway.
While we on that subject, man, there was something I forgot to announce in our opening segment. We are, Nas and I have been talking, and like he just said, these are our polished shows, so we are still fine-tuning.
Oh, yeah. I got to stop the music on this one.
So, what we decided, we're going to add a little bit more flavor to the show. And we're looking for one or maybe two female co-hosts. Now, just to be clear, they got to be able to rock with Mr. Nas and I. We don't want no sensitive ladies. We want ladies that are very opinionated, that can speak their mind. You know what I'm saying? And they can hold their own. We don't. You ain't got to be like a college educated and all that. If you got common sense and can talk, then we can talk to you. What else you got to say on that, Nas?
See, that's the explosion. That's the news alert. Y'all understand. We're going to be bringing flavor. We're going to be taking our time on the selection process. It's not a rush. We're hoping to have someone about Labor Day. But if you listen to the show, you want to maybe interested in being part of the show. We're looking at two strong women to be a part of the show. Someone that can hold their own. That can be weak. But you got to be part of the conversation. Not a bunch of he kiki and laughing, at everything we say. You got to be able to have difference of opinion and have your own mind. Like some shows that out here, they kiki and laugh on every damn thing that the host says. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
Exactly.
You know who they are, and we ain't doing that.
That's right.
Damn that. But nah, Mike's right.
Just so everybody know. See, again, a lot of people don't understand our history. We actually did this some years back, and we did it with two females, and it was actually a pretty good success. And let's just say, what's the best way to put this?
Straight up, man. You know how we do it. We keep 100, because that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, well, imitation is the best form of flattery, they say. And we're getting a whole lot of imitators out there.
Speak on it, man. Cool. Come on, man. Like you said, and once again, don't take my kind for weakness. If we can spin that topic into this, because let's keep it 100. I don't mind helping people. I get a lot out of it. And then so does my brother Mike here. We don't mind, but we're real men. We consider ourselves real men. It's not a falsified title, or somebody gave us a title. We just come from a place that all we know is we speak from the heart, because that's who we are. We just speak from the heart. We don't try to fabricate it. We won't try to make nothing up. So when we try to put people on, create shows and entertainment and stuff like that, and other people kind of, all right, they decide they want to parlay it and do their own. And that's cool. That's all love. We want to see people succeed. But you know what I'm saying? But let's not get it twisted and get your head all twisted up like you did it on your own. You know, we helped you. That's fine. You know, hey, look, show me a little love. Hey, look, you know, I appreciate it. Thank you goes far. Thank you goes real far. You know what I'm saying? Real far. I mean, it's the ungratefulness and the non-gratitude of some people that feel they have arrived. Now, I don't even know what that means. I used to hear my mom say it. Still don't know what that crap means. You know, whereas they forgot to be grateful. They forgot to say thankful. You know, and I believe karma's a bitch because at the end of the day, if you're not being grateful for where you came from, be careful. The same people you're seeing going up is going to be the same people you see going down.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, I say that in all just, you know, flattery and all that stuff. You know, I wish a lot of people well, you know, if you have alternative motives. And also, let's keep it 100, too. If you're going to be around a friend, a spouse, or someone you date, keep in mind, be honest with them. Be honest about your intentions. Be honest. Don't take advantage of them because you have a hidden agenda. Be honest because you know what? Karma's a bitch. How you got them is how you lose them. You know, so I mean, please understand that. And that's another dimension of this topic. You know, that's relationship wise. You know, I grew up in that world. I've seen it happen, and you know, I've seen women get with men for the wrong reasons because you know they use some they use some shady ways to get with them. You know, and took advantage of the man's kindness. Now, took advantage of him. You know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this for him. And you know what? The same person that they try to run the game on, that man, wind up, you know, getting somebody else. You know, I'm not going to put no relationships out there, but it does happen. Karma's a bitch.
Yes, it is.
So, Mike, let me ask you something, big dog. Now,
yes, sir.
Is there times where you feel, you know, you're a family man. Matter of fact, no, let's not even go that route. Let's take it to the friendship level, or
okay.
Let's take it to the part where you do stuff for friends, or let me not even say friends, associates, and it's kind of bit you in the ass. Let's just keep it like that. Let's just pull the rug out straight up. Where you've done stuff for friends, and they bit you in the ass. Do you regret what you did? I mean, do you feel some kind of way? Do you feel weak? I mean, how do you deal with that?
Well, it's like you definitely feel like, especially if you consider a person a friend. All right. If you consider, and we've had this discussion. We had that topic already about friendship. It definitely hurts when you help out a friend and out of the kindness of your heart, because nobody's, you don't force me to do anything. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing it, I'm doing it out of love. I'm doing it out of the strength of our friendship. I'm doing it out of love. And then if you come back and burn me, whatever it may be, whether it be money, whether it be a place to stay, whatever it is, it definitely hurts. And all it does is it makes it worse for the next person that wants something from you. Because like we were talking about earlier.
But why punish the other person? I mean, I'm playing devil's advocate. I feel what you're saying, but why punish the other person when it's that person's fault? You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, Nas, but it's kind of like, you know what? It's like that woman score. When they done got burned by a man or a woman, because if that's your thing, the next couple relationships or whatever are rough. It's like everybody's paying the price of that scorn relationship. And unfortunately, again, I'm not saying it's right, but if you get burned by a friend or whatever, the next few favors that are asked of me, I'm kind of looking at you with the one eye up, like The Rock in that movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like, I'm looking at your suspect. Like, because I did this for somebody before and they burned me. And I'm not looking to get burned again. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got
and
you.
Like I said, it's not right.
But do you think that this also kind of goes into our community, our society right now? Because it sounds like the same situations happen with a lot of people. They just got scorned, and I think it's like an ongoing thing. Do you think this same mantra that you kind of, I guess, you deal with, you think that reflects to a lot of people that's listening, or even our community or society?
I mean, I think it runs deep, and like we said at the top of the show, this doesn't just it doesn't just go with friendships or family members. This shit goes with coworkers. This shit go. I mean, name a situation where, because you know what it all comes down to, Nas? It all comes down to what we talked about earlier, trust. And, most people meet me, they don't think I'm a kind person, especially if they don't really know me. Only the people that really know me know how I am. But if, like I said, once I've let you into my circle and you burn me and I lose that trust in you, it's almost impossible to get that shit back. You know what I'm saying? That goes with the subject of taking my kindness for, because I feel like you took my kindness for weakness. You played me. And once I feel like I've been played, no matter who it is, I don't know. After that, it's kind of, it might be kind of a wrap, or it's going to be a hard way to get back.
To that, bro. I mean, I notice people that's listening to the show. I know listeners and those who check out the archives can relate to what you're saying. But how do you, break out of that? I mean, how do you get away from being scarred? You done showed your kindness, you've shown your heart, and you've done the best you can to love on a person or be right for the person, but they keep taking advantage of you. How do you, and then when you finally get scarred, you shut down, how long do you hold up that wall? I mean, maybe it's not a duration. I'm just speaking from your perspective, bro.
From my perspective, I mean, like you just said, they keep burning me. For one, I'm not going to keep getting burned. And depending on what it is you've done to me or how bad you burn me, for me, and I don't recommend everybody do this. Sometimes it's just easier to turn the page. I can love from afar. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're no longer a friend. You're just basically an associate. I can be cordial, but basically all of that other shit, kind of comes to an end. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's how I deal with it. Because a lot of people, they want to act like they burn you, and then they want to act like ain't nothing happened. And they want everything to go back to status quo, just so they can come back and burn you again. And see, you don't get that opportunity with me. You know what I'm saying? Once I normally get burned once, you don't normally get a second time around with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Do you say that you developed that thick skin over years, or is it something you always been?
No, it's been years. It took years. It didn't happen overnight. Because at the end of the day, Nas, see, this subject goes even deeper. You got to do what's good for you. You got to do what's good for your mindset. You got to do what makes you feel good. And I'm a person that like to live drama-free. Now, that's almost impossible. But I can limit the amount of drama I deal with. And basically, a person that burns me is bringing unneeded drama into my life. And I don't need that. I'm too old for that. You know what I'm saying? I try to surround myself around positive things, positive people, and continue to try to live my best life. And I don't need somebody that's going to be bringing me down, and stopping me from living my best life. I just don't need that in my life. And for me, it's easier just to move on rather than keep that person in rotation. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. I can say, just to piggyback on what you're saying, for me, I guess I had to learn as I got older. And they say the term young and dumb or immaturity. I mean, age comes with wisdom. I mean, please, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the old people talking, they've lived a life. They've experienced things. I can say from my experience, I had to learn that. I had to learn that just because you're kind, does not validate anyone to take advantage of you or weakness. And I had to find out the hard way, from past relationships to family, especially family. It's crazy because it's those who's close to you that can kind of, because you open your doors, open your heart, because you feel maybe a sense of obligation, a sense of commitment to help your family members. And then you have family members, whether it's your extended family or anybody else, and even your own kids, take advantage of you. Take advantage of your king because they know you love them. So you're gonna do whatever it takes, and they not understanding the big picture, what it does to you, what it does to you mentally, what it does to you emotionally, and you don't want to give up on your family, because you for those who's loyal, those who's committed to family, you don't want to give up on your family. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You don't want to give up.
Yeah, I get it.
So you're fighting your best. So unfortunately, you get to the point when you're so frustrated and fed up, or something happened so traumatic that you had to let go. You had to let go, and it hurts. It hurts. And then you carry that, like you said earlier. You carry that scar. You carry that emotional baggage on to the next family member, or to somebody else, or maybe into your relationships, because, family, friends, job, oh my God, it all that stuff plays a part. And if you, and I don't know, man, maybe after the next music segment we can talk about, I guess, should we put it on the table? I mean, hey, look, I'm doing this for you, please understand. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Show me that respect. Do you establish that? Do you need to say that? Do you need to put it up there, whether it's family, friends, or coworkers? Should you address that up front?
I'll put it like this. I'm gonna keep it 100. Certain people, if I'm doing it for you, I do put that disclaimer on it, because if I know that person's history with shit and everything, I do put that disclaimer out there. Like, basically, yo, don't fuck me. Because if you fuck me, we're going to have a problem.
But what if you don't know the person's history? What if you don't know that person's history? Should it be across the board, the same type of disclaimer?
Then it's almost like you painting everybody with the same brush. You got to give a person the opportunity to show their worth. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if I'm doing this for you, see, it's one of them things. It's like they said, you don't lend money if you can't afford to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like when you're lending it, if you're lending it to somebody, it's almost like you're writing it off even when you're giving it to them. And then when you get it back, it's like, you know what? Okay. You know what I'm saying? But chances are you're not going to get that back. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That's how you got to look at it.
Now, what I want you to do is I want you to hold that thought, because when we come back out of the next music segment, we're going to dive into how do we respond. How do we respond? I know we talked about, the different effects of, taking someone's kindness for weakness and stuff like that, some of the results from it, and putting disclaimers out. Now, what if when we come back, we're going to talk about how do you respond after someone, we're going to go down the line from family, friends, relationship, work, the public, when someone has taken your kindness for weakness. How do we respond? And I want to break it down, because I know we got listeners out there, every situation is different, so we're going to try to do our best to tackle on a wide spectrum around the subject, because it affects, like you said earlier, it affects more than just family. It affects our society, our world we live in. Hell, it affects our politics. It affects everything. It affects who we are as human beings. So when we come back, we're going to talk about the results and reaction and response to this topic. Are we good with that, homie? Can we do that?
We can do that.
All right, no doubt.
Yo, play something to make me feel good.
I got you. Oh, you said the words. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Unconcealed Talk Show. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Yours truly, Mr. Nass, and my brother, Mike Rill. You can call me Mister. We're going to bring a lot of excitement, a lot of energy on this experience, And I'm going to hit you with a mix. A mix is make you go, ooh, But you know what? This is Jersey, New York, in the Pennsylvania area. You know, Philly, salute to Philly. I know y'all hearing us, and I know Jersey. I know how y'all get down. Brick City, Brooklyn. I know you listening. So listen, once again, this is Mr. Nas. Go to Quick Mix. Let's get back to this topic.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Don't wanna hear that shit, no. I remember when you had me. You treated me bad, you treated me badly. You had a good thing, yeah. You let go. Now you wanna try to come back. No. Someone else is living here, someone else is saying my name, baby. Give me breakfast, wine and dining, flowers for no reason. Doing what it's supposed to do. Ooh, it could have been you. You had a good thing, yeah. You let it go. Now you wanna come back. I don't want you anymore. No. But you did me wrong. I moved on. I don't want you back.
Y'all, I'm getting ready to put y'all up on something, man. Yo, when you see something ill, you know what I mean? That shit is woke. Anything ill you see is woke. Nigga have a big 6, 7 tongue, that's woke. Especially if you got pulling your quick kid on it, it's woke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I had this bad parents, he was woke. Had me fucked up in the head, I mean. Bought the bitch diamonds and pearls, I mean. Should've seen them shit shining on the wrist. Now money ain't a problem, see my dough is like. Pulled out my bankroll on y'all niggas like. Lost the boot shrimp from 2 10 like. Faggot wanna beat my blueprints, I'm like. Had to hit the brakes on y'all niggas like. Niggas getting both on my block like. Coming home within a half an hour like. Running like they had the manpower like. More or less. More so, I risk it all so I live the fast life. Come through in the course slow like whoa. My niggas like Joe, like Dro, Nitro, my flow, Nitro, like who? These pain with cocaine like who? Now I'm Doc Strange in the range like who? 100 miles an hour switching lanes like who? Plus I'm getting brain from this dick like who? Finger near nigga asshole like who? Team floor switching airways like who? 9-9 tag fingers like who? Cheese lines on your blocks like who? Grenade through the window fit like who? Love to see me do this shit like who? Niggas put me through this shit like who? I'ma go toe to toe, blow like who? And with the torso, live the fast life. Come through with the water slow like who? My niggas like Joe, like Bro, Nitro, my flow, like who? We bangin', then flip it like who? Cars we jackin', then strip it like who? Fully equipped, front to back like who? Spittin' on feet that come from back like who? Acting for short and shit, nigga like who? Half on this quote, now nigga that's who? Flow so properly, you'll see I'm who? Ain't no stopping me, I'm beat like who? Guns be boppin', beat, we sweet like who? Hear my name and these shades is like, whoa. Bust I pound the concrete like, whoa. Fill his bitch ass at the feet like, whoa. The man ain't, whoa. The judge ain't, whoa. The O's ain't, whoa. The O's ain't, whoa. Play ourselves, I get the C.I. Joe. C.I.C. K-Riders ain't, whoa.
You're listening to New Jersey and New York's exclusive podcast, The Unconcealed Talk Show.
Woo! Gangbuster. Here we go. We back in the building. Woo! I had to hit you with that exclusive remix blend. You know, I ain't trying to have you back. We had to hit it with the New York, New Jersey flavor, that whoa, Black Rob. And I was starting to bring that DOS effects on you. Cats who don't understand that. You know, this is what we do in Jersey, New York. This is how we bounce. You know, we make it sexy, we make it good. You know, the two-step. You know, we got the house music popping as well. But you know, we do a lot of it. If you want to hear more of the mixtape shows, and go to shadowworlds.com. That's www.shadowworlds.com. That's with a Z at the end of worlds. And check it out. Contact us. You know, this is what we do. You know, Mike. What do you think,
yes,
bro?
Sir.
Did this make you feel good?
Man, my nipples is hard, B. I'm feeling real good.
Oh, wait a minute. Too much is TMI. Nah, man. This is nothing but energy. This is what y'all going to get from us. Energy, because we figured if you're taking the time to listen to us and follow us, we got to give you our best, you know. And we hope that you enjoy. You enjoy. You know, if not, there's other podcast shows you listen to. Talk about the latest, what the Duchess of England is doing. You check them out. We ain't that. we ain't that.
There ain't no show out there that's gonna bring it to you, bring you the realness on modern everyday subjects like me and my man, Mr. Nas. We do our stuff. You know, we do our stuff very uniquely. We feel. In a way that we all can relate. We're not trying to like come across like we some scholars,
professionals, and
you know,
exactly, damn scholars, and
you know what I'm saying.
Half of those jokers don't know what the fuck they talking about, man.
Word
I mean,
up.
they be like, they reading from the book. Well, you know, Aristotle said, man, kiss my Aristotle ass. I mean, come on, son. I mean, what about what's happening today? You know, the person who's living check to check, or they're a check away from poverty. You know, let's talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk to those single mothers. Let's talk to those hardworking people out here who just I'm tired of the bullshit. I mean, just real talk.
You know what, Nas? I got the perfect description of our style. We bring, you know what, and this is for our soon-to-be new listeners down in that Louisiana area. We bring it to
Georgia. Salute to Georgia.
Salute to Georgia, but yeah, we bring it to you guys barbershop style. Y'all, for the women out there, beauty shop style, because y'all know how y'all talk in the beauty shop. Y'all getting that hair, you know, fried and dyed and twisted and permed out and weaved out and all that. And this is how we are in the barbershop. You know what? When we get in our fades and whatever, half the time, you know, ladies, I'm going to keep it real with you. It don't take 6 hours to get a haircut. Sometimes we just be in there bullshit. But that's how it is.
Nah,
we be in there politics.
It don't. Nah, all right, let's check it out. All right, now, this topic means a lot to me and Mike because, you know, we as men, and we know we've been through a lot of stuff. We've gone through a lot of stuff, but we share a lot of the same things. But you know what, man? When we chop it up amongst each other, then we talk with our other brothers. Everybody can relate to how do you respond when someone just did you dirty? You showing them kindness. Let's start with the closest thing to us.
Okay.
Now, I go two ways with this. Make it a little deep. I mean, I know I'm gonna say family. That's automatic given. Just salute to Sig still listening, checking it out. Just letting her know she's tuned in. You know, she's chimed in us. So I'll read her comments shortly.
Okay.
What about? I know we said family. What about to yourself? What if you're not treating yourself right? All right, let's check it out. You're not treating yourself right. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're not pushing yourself. I mean, but maybe that's a little too deep up. No matter of fact, scratch it. We'll save that for another damn show.
No, nigga, you opened up the fucking can. Now you gotta get the fork out. Dig in.
Oh, okay. All right. You know, sometimes you lack, or you have pimp, or you just lackadaisical, complacent on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your own form of weakness. How you come out of that? Because technically, you're being kind to yourself. You're being a little too damn kind to yourself. You're not taking care. You're not putting that work for yourself. How you get out of that? Because it's a mindset first. You know, when it's a mindset for yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you fix complacency in your life? You know, because you got too comfortable with being complacent, not putting in work, and that leads to another show. But you feel me? I know it's a little deep grab, but I'm trying to go somewhere with that.
Well, it actually depends on your status. Are you married? Are you dating? Are you single? Because each of those situations dictates how you will probably handle it. As a married man, I'll speak from a married man's point of view. I mean, if you fall into that rut where you kind of, you know, you feel like you're not giving your all, you might be letting your family down. You know what I'm saying? I would hope you will have a partner that you're with that can sit down and talk to you and show you where you're lacking, and you can actually sit down and actually listen. You know, not just brush he or she off, whatever your situation is. Okay, and have an open mind, because as men, and we all know this as men, for the men listening, sometimes when our spouses speak to us, we tend to shut them out, especially when it's a critique. Okay? And I, too, am guilty of that.
Good point.
Okay? But then when we sit back and really peel back the onion and understand, you know what, they're not really doing this to hurt us. They're actually doing it to help us. Then we kind of, and once it sinks in, and then, if you really care about your spouse, your situation, your kid, whatever, you use them as inspiration to motivate your ass to get back to where you need to be. Okay?
I think that's the perfect example, because you utilize the family component, whether you're married, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're dating someone, because you got to be better for you. If you're not better for yourself, how you be better for them? And that's why I went to the self factor. Now, we're going to switch that right over to the family thing. And I'm glad you said that, because people don't understand. You can be a little too complacent with your own self, and you become weak. But you have to become better for the people that you're with. You just can't think that your shit don't stink. You got to become better who you are, so, you don't become complacent. You've been too damn kind to your damn self, player. You're too complacent. You're too comfortable with who you are. And in turn, you're not even worried about those that you affect around you, because you're so stuck in this damn rut. So that's why I shot to the personal factor, brother, because people cannot relate to that at times. And I heard an older person say that. Listen, man, you could be your own worst enemy at half the damn time. You're too comfortable with yourself. You got to come out of comfortability in order to achieve certain things. And it may not just be for you. It may not be for the family. Or you could be maybe on the job, or just your community, or maybe just as a male role model, whether you want to accept it or not. Little kids are looking at you. People looking at you. But anyway, I'm glad you touched on that, brother. Great. Awesome. Yeah. Now, what about family? How do we respond to family? And now, it could be, we're not going to break everybody down, because we'll be on the show forever talking about that shit. How do we respond to family that you done gave your all? You give, and they just take and take, and they just keep on, like, abusing your kindness. What's the response? I mean, we got our own personal response, but what is your opinion? I'll give you mine, and, so right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're just having this dialogue. We felt we wanted to have that tonight. So, callers, I need y'all to fall back and just listen to us. Let the brothers talk.
I mean, Nas, on that strength right there, with a family member, you know what? It gets to a point where you can't help somebody. You can't continually help somebody who don't want to help themselves, because they actually fall into if you're constantly there to be a safety net, then they never learn how to fucking stand on their own 2 feet. And sometimes tough love is the best love. And saying no sometimes is the best way to handle something. Because you know what? That's the only way a person will learn how to solve their own problems. It's like your kids. You know, if you're out, I mean, nobody wants to see their kids suffer. You know,
Word.
And as parents, you know, we'll go to. I know I will. I go to the depths of hell for my kids, my wife, and, you know, any of them. However, even my kids, if it gets to a point where you're just not being responsible, and you're constantly looking for your mother and I to bail you out, I eventually got to let you go ahead and feel that hot fire and let you burn a little bit. Because that's the only way you're going to learn how to handle your own situations and not depend on mommy and daddy. And that goes for my kids, that goes for my siblings, you know, that goes for family members in general. You know, again, like you said, and you know, I'm a very family-oriented guy, and I try to be there for family when I can. However, if it becomes a repetition or revolving door, then you know what? I got to lock the fucking door. Because, you know what? You got to get your own keys to your own fucking door and open up your own fucking door. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way you're going to do it.
True. Now, what do they say usually when a plane's going down, when you're grabbing the mask? What they say the first person you grab the mask for?
Your kids. You put the mask over your kids, and then you put... No, they say put it over your kids first, and then I think that's what they say. I assume.
I don't know about that. I got to recheck those. Hit us on the inbox and let us know which one we right. I mean, my thing is, I can't help my kids if I can't help myself first. And if what they doing if what they're doing is causing me health and financial issues, and just it's putting me in a hole emotionally, physically, and financially, I have to reassess that, because what happens is when you have family, whether it's kids or other family members, they take from you the stress alone, because you feel you feel the need to accommodate and keep working twice as harder. So what happened when your ass drops dead or you in the hospital?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to pray for you. I'm sorry that happened. You know, and in the interim, they're working out what they're gonna take from you while your ass is dead or in the hospital.
Yeah,
so, you know, you gotta look at the bigger picture. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real.
Unfortunately, you're 100% right about that. Do you realize, and it's sad, that the biggest thing that happens to most families after a death, a significant death, is the fighting over money and shit? That shit is crazy.
And the person hasn't been buried yet.
Yeah.
You know, I can count countless older people that I personally know, taking care of grown ass kids, and the kids are just driving them crazy, and they're stressed out. They can't retire. They can't enjoy their retirement. They can't enjoy the rest of their later years in life. I mean, you know, it's a hard pill to swallow. We as parents and husbands and stuff like that, and wives, it's a hard damn pill to swallow. But if we don't do that, we're dead. And then when we're dead in the ground, that person that you've shown all this kindness and struggle and sacrifice for, they're going on.
Yeah.
You got no say on the matter. So I say this, people. I mean, and me and Mike say that shit. I mean, we want y'all to understand. You got to love yourself first. You can't help nobody unless you help yourself. And if the person loves you as much as they say they do, they're going to respect you. You know, and like you said, unfortunately, it's the hardest thing you got to be faced with when you got to do that tough love. That's a bitch. That's hard. That's hard. It's hard. It's hard in the worst way. It's hard in the worst way.
It's fair. Hard,
but it's a reality. And anybody, ladies and gentlemen, anyone listening to the show, if your family members and say you don't love me, can't get that bullshit, try to make you feel guilty, then you know what? You gotta love them from afar.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I don't claim to be no scholar on the topic. I'm just telling you what life is. I had a doctor once tell me, learn to say fuck it. Learn to just not give a damn. I believe there's a actual book at it, not to give two F's about, I don't want to keep cussing, I feel some kind of way. But anyway, you got to learn to love yourself. People just keep on taking your kindness for weakness, and family members. You got to look at this family member. Tough love. That's it. That's all.
Yo,
but
real talk, man. Real talk. I actually had a director at one of the jobs I worked pull me in the office and actually tell me that. He says, "You know what your problem is, Mike? You actually care too much." And because I was getting sick a lot and all that, and for somebody to tell me that, I'm like, you telling me I care too much? That was, to me, was powerful, because you don't never hear a boss tell you that. They most of the time they tell you don't care enough. But that was his way of saying, yo, basically fuck this job, man. You're killing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it goes the same with family. Like you just saying. You stress yourself out, worrying about it. I know a lot of people that go through this, man. I know a lady right now, very, very close to retirement, has a 26-year-old son, because he's the same age as my son. This boy has never had a job. Lives at home with his mother, and God bless her because her mother's still alive. He sits home and this lady doesn't go on vacation and things like that because she's worried about cooking him something to eat every night.
Nah, F that.
What kind of shit is that?
F that.
You know what I'm saying?
This joker not even caring about his mother.
Exactly.
Exactly. And I got it. And I know we on this topic, and I know we said we was gonna dive into this, is me and you, because I know sometimes there's gonna be times, ladies and gentlemen, where me and Brother Mike is gonna just go hard on the topic because we were passionate about it, and the phone lines will be open. But right now, me and my brothers bonding, and we hoping other brothers are listening, because we're not saying we're excluding no women, because we're not. We can only speak from perspective as men. And I've heard so many times when women appreciate when the men having a dialogue about life and improving, and that's who we are. I got something, someone said something, to me. People act a fool at deaths, births, and funerals and weddings. My response is, it's because of guilt. It's guilt. You acting a fool for what? Because you didn't take the time to appreciate that person and the kindness that they had when they was living in the earth today. So you act a fool at the funeral or the death? You had the opportunity to smell the roses when they're alive, but you chose to take advantage of their kindness and their friendship. You took advantage of. That's why you cried the loudest. My grandmother, God rest her soul, used to always say, "Baby, pay attention to those who cry the loudest at the funeral."
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's a lot to say about that. You can be hurt, but those are loudest. Like, hold up, I didn't even see you on a holiday, but that's that's what it is. So all right, we're gonna swing in the family. We can swing in the family. We can do that all day long. Talk about aunt, uncles, cousins. We can talk about that all day long. But now, what about? All right, I'm not gonna go too deep in this, man. I'm telling you now, don't do it. Friends, those you call friends. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, me and Mike even debated about having the topic about talking about friends on the show. But how do you deal with that? You know what I'm saying? How you deal with friends that took your kindness for weakness? You feel me? How do you deal with that?
Well, you know what? I'm a preface it by saying this. For one, if I call you a friend, you're like family to me. Okay? Because that's how many people in my life I call a friend. There ain't too many. Now, a friend that takes my kindness for weakness, it's like you said, Naz. I mean, basically, there's no love lost, but sometimes you gotta love from afar.
Word.
Okay.
What about clearing the air? I mean, I got a text with
huh?
you know.
What
about clearing the air? Is there opportunity to clear the air?
Well, yeah, we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And depending on the excuse, there could be some. It depends on how you burn me, for one, and two, if we're talking about it, if it's a reasonable excuse, if it's something that I can say, okay, I feel that I can see where, maybe we could have handled it a little different, but I see where you're coming from. Then you know what, things can probably be salvaged. But if it's something that just was straight up fucked up, again, we could, like I said, there's no love lost. You know what I'm saying? I could address it, because if you're a true friend, you gonna ask me, why all of a sudden I pull back. We're not like we used to be. And I'm gonna keep it gully with you, like, well, basically, if you really want to know, because my father used to say, he said something to me years ago that holds true today, and it goes for any kind of situation. You don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. Okay? Now, if they're going to ask me the question, obviously you want the answer. So if that answer is going to hurt their feelings or whatever, it's going to be what it's going to be. You shouldn't ask the question. Okay?
True.
And from there, depends on how the conversation goes, will dictate where we go from there. If it's one of them, like, they feel like, oh shit, oh, they got caught up, like, oh shit, you do that? Kind of like they were surprised that you knew something, then that means you was trying to fuck me from the giddy up. So you weren't really, you didn't have my fucking best interest at heart. But if it was something, like I said, that you could come back in and you actually got a legitimate excuse, or it was a misunderstanding, it was really something that I thought was one way, it was another way, and it's reasonable, then, things could probably work out. But like I said, once I feel like I've been fucked, then it's like, that's like losing my trust. And I can't have you in that friend category like that, because, I don't trust you anymore. You know what I'm saying?
But for me,
we're associates.
I agree with everything you're saying. I know for me, I need to know answers, and maybe, well, I guess it depends on the circumstance, situation of the friend. Like you said, you ask the question, be prepared for the answer. You want to rectify this, prepare for the conversation that we're going to have. It may be a little brash, it may be a little hard, but, in order for us to settle the problem, it's got to be put on the table. We got to address the issue. We're going to put this food on the table, we're going to eat, we're going to get this done. That's it, that's all. We're going to handle this. Now, after that, we digest it.
If you're true friends, your friend should be able to take that.
Good point. Good point, my dude. I mean, it's agreed, because if you can take what your friend this is your friend now, or your brother, if you can take what he has to say and you own it, whether it's your part or not, or just have to deal with the reality of it and how y'all move forward, that's where friendship comes from. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this much. This man I'm talking to right here, this is my brother, this is my friend. I say that confidently, I say that in those words exactly. He's family and he's friend. Because family, he knows my family, I know his family. We grew up together. I say friend because we had this conversation. We've had these conversations. And it's how we both received each other. So we don't talk as if we talk from a real place. We're not making this up. We're not fabricating, not trying to be off no goddamn books. We're coming from a real place. And we've had these conversations. We're going a little over time, so it's all good. We got a little, we can play with it a little bit more. But, I wanted to dive into the friend aspect of how to respond. Now, what about society? Now, this is a deeper conversation, so I'm going to touch on it a little bit. All right, I'm going to speak from a black man perspective. We deal with racism. We deal with being racially profiled. I'm mad at the police. They messing with me. I'm mad at the system. I lost a position because this person, a Caucasian person, got it over me. I'm mad. I'm pissed off. You know, I gave my all. I came in professional. I did everything I'm supposed to do, but I'm still being overlooked. You know, how do I respond to that? You know what I'm saying? How do I respond? I'm angry now. I've shown my kindness. I've shown that level of professional courtesy and work and diligence. I've shown the kind heart. Good morning, everyone. Let me buy donuts, all this other bullshit. You know, and in some aspects, maybe I kissed a little ass. I don't. How do you respond to that? How do you not be scarred so you can move on in society, whether it's career, whether it's just finding an apartment or finding a house or you doing business? How do you don't get scarred by those things that affected you, from the police to? I mean, it's just a wide spectrum, big dog. How do we deal with that?
Bro, I mean, that one is that's a little different. You talk about something that pays the bills.
Okay. Another
saying that I live by: you don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Now, I can truly appreciate everything you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We work our ass off. Promotions come up. We get passed over. You know, I've had that happen to me quite a few times in my career.
But you was kind. You did everything. You know what I'm saying?
I did everything. I mean, I'm not going to front. When I really peeled the onion back, on some occasions I could actually see where I made mistakes and why I got passed over. But see, a lot of people don't do that. Okay, I do that. I do something. You know, we talked about this. You know, I do something that a lot of people don't. I do a lot of self-evaluation. I try to correct myself before getting corrected. You know, if I'm having a series of things happening in my life that keep happening to me, you know, I have to start looking at myself and saying maybe I'm the problem. So I've had to do that, and I have recognized where I should tweak this, maybe tweak that, and things like that. Now, after doing all of that, I have still had situations where I just got straight up passed over because I was black. Okay? And that's with all the tweaking, and no, I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I'm very good at what I do. You know, employee satisfaction, surveys on me were the highest in the department, things of that sort. Companies sending me here and there because they're trying to pick my brain on how to change the whole culture of the company. You know, that's how good my shit was. And I still would get passed over for shit. Okay? And give them some bullshit excuse. All right? But
how do you
handle it? I mean, how do you respond? I mean, until you can find something better than that, you just kind of gotta play the game. And unfortunately, I don't know if that's the right answer. You know, I don't know if that's the answer people are looking for. You know, I would love to say, fuck this job. But that's not our reality. Okay? Like I said, we talk about something that pays the bills. We're talking health insurance. You know, we're talking about, mortgage and shit like that.
Pension.
So it ain't so easy to say, fuck that job. So sometimes we got to grin and bear it and maybe try to find a better situation for us. But until then, we just got to toe the line.
I agree.
Okay?
I think that you nailed it on that by not cutting off your nose, spite your face. If you're at a job, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're old or young or so forth and so on, before you bounce to another job, you quit a job, have something else lined up. Or if the situation is so bad and you have to leave, then do what you have to do, at the end of the day. I understand this situation where you just got to get out because it's detriment to your health. Then you do that. Me and Mike, we basically, we think on the same accord. There's some things, don't cut off your nose, spite your face. And look, I'm a strong advocate. While you at that job, look for another job. Create your own situation. Whether you become an entrepreneur or whatever you need to do, create your situation. created. So when you step off, it's not as bad because you've prepared for it. It may mean that you have to work a regular job, and after work you're working, you're on your craft or your skill or getting licenses or working an extra job to get your money right to run the business or whatever you want to do. Do what you have to do to build your own goddamn table. Build your own table. You know what I'm saying? Build your table where you got to worry about sitting at somebody else's table. You build your own damn table. And then other people can join your table. You be a part of your table. Or share the wealth with your children at that same table. Mike, man, we're getting close to that time, man. We went over a little bit, man, but I felt that me and you had to go hard on this topic, man. I just felt we had to. You know what I'm saying? But first of all, I want to say thank you for those who's been tuning in, those who've been listening to the show online, those who've been listening to the show dialed in. We appreciate all y'all, man. We're gonna be bringing a lot of energy on Unconcealed Talk Show, Mike. We had that barbershop talk, we had that beauty salon talk. We just gonna go hard, what we do. We hope you enjoy the experience. I'm glad to see that we're being picked up in Louisiana, Georgia, South Carolina, and those other, salute to, of course, Rebirth Radio, and all those who do tune in overseas in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and, those around, just everybody, man. We feel blessed. But we're going to be bringing some excitement. We're going to be the best podcast you heard. You feel me?
Yeah, Nas, and hit them in the head where, like we said earlier, we are looking for 1 to 2 female co-hosts. Let them know where they can send their information to. So, we can contact them behind the scenes. Like I said, we're not looking to do this shit overnight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we would like to have somebody in place by Labor Day, but if it goes past Labor Day, it is what it is. We're not going to just settle for anybody. Okay?
No, we're not.
It got to be somebody
a special person.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
let them know
we're looking for 2 ladies. Yeah, we're looking for 2 ladies. 2 ladies, 2 ladies that fit the bill. We'll put the publications out and the marketing out there. You can hit us at www.shadowworlds.com. It's the Z at the end of worlds.com. We have a contact page. Put your information in the contact page. You can reach us. Also, check it out. We on Facebook as well. You can search at the Unconcealed Talk Show. You can hit us up. We're also on Facebook as well. Shadow Worlds, hit us up there. For those who's not on Facebook, we got the Instagram. Just hit Shadow Worlds in a search and you'll find us. And better yet, we on Twitter too, damn it. Shadow Worlds on Twitter, yeah. So, this is just all this stuff is produced through Shadow Worlds Media. People don't understand. Mike's the original member of Shadow Worlds. Mike, you remember that when he first shirts we got?
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, man. We a long time ago, brother. But this is how far back me and his brother go. I mean, just a long time, and it's a lot of good. We have a lot of good and bad, but at the end of the day, we recognize one another, who he is. We'll look at each other like, yo, dude, I see you. I got you. And that's a refreshing feeling, So, I mean, once again, this is the Unconcealed Talk Show. Yours truly, Mr. Nas, and my man Mike Real. For me, Mike, we're going to do his closing remarks. Whatever you do in life, stay blessed and favored, man. Don't worry about what somebody else is thinking of you. Worry about yourself. Worry about what it takes for you to be the best person that you can be. Damn everybody else. Yeah. But if you can't be good for yourself, you can't be good for nobody else. I mean, that just kind of ties into the topic. Mike, what's your last comments, man?
I mean, you kind of summed up everything I would want to say. I just want to, reiterate, again, we launching down there in Louisiana, August the 10th, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's going to be our day in time going forward, Saturdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, that's going to be a taped show. Will not be live. If you want to hear live shows, we're on every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Right here.
Eastern time, baby.
Eastern time. You know what I'm saying? And, that way you can join it if you want to be part of the show. And, this announcement's for our soon-to-be Louisiana listeners, because all of you guys that are listening already know. But if our Louisiana listeners want to be part of the show, because we always put our topic out there before we do the show. we can do. You call in on Wednesdays after 7 p.m. You know, the number will be always. You know, we're on Facebook. Nas puts the blast out. He always put the number you can call in at, and you can always join in. And then you can listen to yourself on Saturday if you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's all I gotta say. You know, it's all about the show right now, and it's all about the show. I also, my boy Nas, because there's been a lot of requests for music. We always talk about music, and my brother Nas has started adding, he's going to have, on the main page, he's going to have our weekly mix, but he's going to be adding archive mixes, a little club, everything. A little R&B, a little everything.
We're going to have slow joints for those. We're going to have some slow joints on there. You want to, it's late night, you want to, cuddle up and get all personal. We're going to have that for you. We're going to do all that. Because we have been getting callers and people just reaching out to us like, yo, I need some of that music on a what's the name, and it feels good when people they recognize what you do. So I mean, that's going to be ready. Now, without further ado, next week's topic: put in work. We're going to put in work. When I say about putting in work, that means for your life, for yourself, for your relationship, for everything you do. No matter what you do in life, you got to put in some damn work. You just have to. Yeah. You just have to. So I mean, once again, this is just barbershop talk. This is beauty salon talk. This is what we do. Next week, tune in. We're gonna open the lines, so we encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, call in. We're gonna have the open dialogue because we're gonna do the final pilot show before we kind of shut down for about a week or two to kind of replan. And Labor Day, we kicking off hard, baby. This is energy. This is what we doing. I mean, I need y'all to understand. Any other podcast, you better step your damn game up. Real talk. Step your damn game up.
To our loyal listeners, like it's y'all been seeing little changes every week with the show, and all of this has been working up to, which like Nas said, y'all didn't realize it, but these were our pilot shows. We were working out the kinks. We feel like now that we've kind of worked out the kinks, the last piece of the puzzle will be this 1 or 2 female hosts that we choose. But once we got that, we'll be 1,000%. But even without the women, if we don't have them when we come back off hiatus, we still gonna be rocking. Don't get it
we going hard, baby. It's an experience.
But just something we recognize. We want that female perspective. Okay?
Word.
So, we're going to work on that.
Yeah, no doubt.
But the shows after Labor Day, not that our shit hasn't been real already, but y'all ain't seen shit yet. That's all I got to say.
We would just fine-tune the damn engine, that's all, because y'all notice we add different components. But, I think me and Mike, we understand where we at this point. we know what we got to do. So, Mike, listen, man. Again, Mike, let's say goodbye to our listeners, and we'll see y'all next week. Next week's show, Put In Work. We thank you. We love you all for listening and tuning in.
This is the Unconcealed Talk Show.
For listening to New Jersey and New York, exclusive podcast, the Unconcealed Talk Show.
This show is brought to you by Shadow Worlds Media out of the New Jersey and New York area.